y'all. Today I want to talk about another heavy topic, and that's addiction. Many of us have been prescribed an opiate for post-op surgery or, wisdom teeth or whatever, and yet most of us are not opium addicts. Everybody knows an alcoholic, but we all drink alcohol anyway. So what is the dividing line? What, puts people in one way of thinking or another? And there's lots of theories, genetic predisposition towards addiction and addictive personalities and, whatever. But the theory that I find most moving and interesting and I think valuable is that for an addiction to start, it needs to be filling a gap in someone's life. Now, this isn't to say that once that gap is filled, you can't remain addicted to the thing because you have a chemical dependency on it or whatever. But for it to really get its hooks in you initially, there needs to be something that it's a part of your psycho-spiritual being that needs something it's not getting from the outside world, so it finds a chemical substitute. And the example that I like to give of this is the use of cocaine among bankers and stock traders. Cocaine is triggering the part of the brain that says, I did a good job, I, made something, hunted something, provided for my world in a real tangible way, provided for my community, right? And in professions that are largely digital or largely kind of esoteric on an animal brain level, right? People who, work on a computer all day, there's a tendency to not get this reward center activated, or at least not get it activated enough. Maybe you get it triggered, promotion day or whatever, but you don't have this regular input. So cocaine use is a not so cheap but easy way to trigger this cycle in your brain, and then you get very attached to whatever that chemical is because it does something that your world doesn't do for you, that your brain should be producing if you're having a healthy, productivity from an animal perspective. Not to say that many professions that don't get that animal brain reward aren't being productive for current society, but there's some level of their brain that believes they're not, right? So my advice for anyone who works on a computer all day, anyone who works very theoretically, I've got mathematician friends, and they were like, wow, I really relate to that feeling of I've worked all day and got nothing, there's something missing in how they feel about their their work. So my advice is not cocaine, but is to pick up some sort of hobby where you're making something, creating something real, be that woodworking or pottery, like, a physical art, or if you're donating your time to someone else's benefit, volunteering for, a homeless shelter or a food kitchen or something like that to give you the personal one-on-one, I've made my community better. Those are the two big ways to fill that need that aren't chemical, a chemical additive to your system. So that's my advice for anyone who gets that kind of, I haven't done anything real, I haven't created something today, feeling on a regular basis. Everybody has that feeling sometimes. Even if you are creating something, sometimes you're just like, well, today sucked, I got nothing done, I tried everything. And for some advice on frustration, you can check out my website and sign up for my emails to help deal with that. I've worked really hard and not gained the benefit from it. All right. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys Later.